Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is John Kim. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am reselling sneakers, but the main reason that I wanted to talk to you guys today, especially for the first video, is the 4 different types of resellers. Some of you might be watching and you might be wondering, can I get into sneaker selling? Should I get into sneaker selling? Depends on the amount of dedication that you want to put into it and what kind of person that you are, right? So I'd like to dive into these 4 different categories. And the first category I want to talk to you about is the reseller that doesn't even really resell. He's just the consumer. He's the shoe collector. This is the person that likes to buy the shoe. He wants to wear the shoe. He has really no intentions in reselling the shoe. As resellers, these are the people that we cater to, right? Like if you got a pair of Yeezys for $220 and immediately after release, they're all bought up and sold out. They're reselling for like $500 online. These are the types of people that are willing to pay $500 for a $200 shoe. So thank you to the people who really like buying hype sneakers. That brings us to level 2, which is basically the same person as level 1, except they have a lot of experience with sneakers and they're willing to either sell or do trades with their sneakers. Let's say you get a really hype sneaker and you wear it around for a while, but it's, maybe it's been a few years, maybe it's been a few months, you're kind of tired of these sneakers, you thought you kind of got the wear out of them, you're looking at a brand new pair of shoes that you really want, so you either trade them for, whatever they're worth at that point, and you make up the rest with whatever money that you got, or you maybe sell a few pairs to get one really good pair. These people are basically just making trades to break even. They're not really looking for profit, they're looking more for value. And that brings us to level 3, which is where I believe I'm at right now in terms of reselling. I think level 3 resellers are people who don't really care about the hype sneakers. Like, don't get me wrong, I like sneakers. Like, I like looking at them, I like doing the research behind them, I enjoy opening up the boxes and looking at them and stuff like that, but 100% of the boxes and hype sneakers that I buy, I resell for more money. Like in the previous example, I've got a $200 pair of shoes and it resells immediately for $500. I'm not willing to buy $500 to get a hype pair of shoes. It's just not gonna happen. I'm willing to go through the effort of getting that shoe for $200 and then reselling it for someone for $500. That's more my speed. So if you're really into actually making profit, level 3 is definitely a reseller that's looking to get at least a few $100s a month. It doesn't always happen that way. You don't always make a few $100s a month, but there's definitely potential to do that. And level 4 resellers are the type of reseller that has made their living off of reselling. And to get to this point is obviously very difficult. It takes a lot of research, dedication, and honestly a lot of luck, because a lot of these resellers are people who use sneaker bots. The experienced ones are using them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to pick up these sneakers. That's a whole different world that I'm going to get into the next video if you're interested. But for now, that is the 4 levels of resellers. I would say if you're level 1 and 2, I would say do not get into selling sneakers. You enjoy your shoe and that's perfectly fine, but the intention of reselling shoes to make a profit just to get other hype shoes that you like, you're really not going to be making much money. You might save a little bit of money on getting the hype shoes that you actually want, but the amount of work that it takes to resell just to get a few pairs of shoes is honestly not worth it in my opinion. I think if you want to get, as much as it sucks that you missed the initial launch of $200 and now you have to pay $500 for that shoe, it is actually worth paying that $500 than it is to go through the work of trying to get that $200 shoe initially if you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to get an Air Jordan 1 that's a hot release on like Foot Locker or something like that. It's not impossible, but it's going to be very, very difficult to get that shoe at retail price. If you don't want to go through all of the hassle of reselling just to get one shoe, I would just shell out the money and buy that shoe at whatever resale price it is, because that is honestly the easiest way to get a pair of hype shoes if you really want it. Hopefully you found this informative. When my next pair of Fire Reds come in, make another video, show you what I'm gonna do with them, talk about them a little bit, show them off, and see you next time.